Ever since I 3D printed my first light that you can see here on my left, I just fell in love with lights. So that one on the left is not perfect, but I just love it. It's my first child, right? And I also have another lamp here on the right, and that one is okay-ish. I really like the idea of using things that you already have, so the lamp will be made out of this OSB leftover board and also this LED strip that I found in my drawer. The idea evolved from making just a lamp to something way bigger that I did not expect. One morning I woke up and got this brilliant idea of what if it's not just a lamp but also a stationery shelf. As usual here, we don't like ordinary things, so of course I had to went with this asymmetrical sort of combination of basic shape. Having the rough idea of the overall look of the lamp helped me to then start working slowly on each piece on that lamp. First we got this circular shade. Its purpose is to not allow any light to go in front because that would somehow probably blind me when I would be working at the desk. So we just want something to cover the light so it just go to the back. I really like the design itself, but the print was not really good. So I changed the orientation of the print and this version got born. Look at that. Second, we have a square shaped box where the post-its will go and some of my favorite pens. And then 3 simple shelves on the front. Each has 2 holes in the back for mounting on the board. This is actually the first version of the shelf where it has this solid bottom, but apparently if you do this, you will get a really annoying defect. After a bit of research, I found it's a pretty common problem, and so I tried a few of suggested solutions, but as you can see, without any much of success. I even tried the angled walls until the point where the solid surface starts. That's actually where the problem also starts. But as you can see, the result is even worse. Inspired from a previous project, I used the slat bottom, which apparently works. Surprisingly, what took also a lot of time were the legs. There were so many ways of doing it, to hold that OSB board vertically stable, and I just ended up with, again, a very basic shape. There's a hole for the power supply cable of the light and 4 angled holes to mount the board with screws. If that would be all, my life would be so much easier. But we like to complicate our life here. So of course I had to add a Copic marker holder. That one took the most filament among all the other parts, around 200 grams of filament, but yeah, we had to have it. It fits exactly 24 markers that I own and it will be placed behind the circular shaped shield. And the last piece I left to design because I was so afraid of how to do it was the structure for holding the LED stripe. It looks cool, but everything looks cool to me if it's not a square box.
To your eyes and see the light. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna land. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast?溶けてく夜明けにこれが最後の願いね Let's go! 네온の絡む肌踊る影揺れるステップ流されるままに
If there's anything I learned from this project beside having a lamp that took a whole spool of the filament, it's to kind of want to fail sometimes, because only from such mistakes we can learn and improve our design. I printed that circular shade laying down, so the curve of the wave was printed with the layers, and of course the result was not that ideal, I would say. And when we actually just rotated by 90 degrees and printed in the XY axis, suddenly the results were just magnificent, right? And so not wasting that 100 and something filament would not lead to us now learning this principle of making sure that the curves should be printed in the X and Y axis. So with that, my friend, this is a way to hide your stationery.